is Paige Sanders, and I am an outreach worker for Mental Health Partners. Today, we will be talking about neuroplasticity and the 4 pillars of a healthy mind in our 3-part series of Everyday Mindfulness for Building Resilience. So, neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to modify and adapt to change in both structure and function throughout life in response to experiences. So our brains can change remarkably in a short period of time. And by intentionally forming these mindfulness techniques or new habits of mindfulness, we are creating a space to tackle, face, and successfully overcome these obstacles in our life in stressful situations. So just know that your brain can change in a remarkable amount of time, and mindfulness can help that brain change. So what I mean from that is a lot of times when we are stressed out, our amygdala is on override. And our amygdala is a very, very tiny little part of our brain. But there's other parts of our brain region that can help during those stressful situations. So through using mindfulness, you're able to have that awareness, and then that's going to help your brain use different functions or regions of the brain in order to combat those stressful situations. So one of the psychologists that I love to read up on and just see what he's doing, because I find his research so relevant and helpful to me, is Richard J. Davidson. He has dedicated his life to learning about happiness and what makes us joyful and kind, instead of learning about the things that make us fearful or angry. So he's really just dedicated his life to figuring out how to make a healthy mind. He's actually the founder of Center for Healthy Minds. So I encourage you to look it up. There's also an awesome app that helps you with all sorts of different mindfulness-based techniques. But he is the person that has created the foundation for the 4 pillars of a healthy mind, which we are going to be talking about next. So the 4 pillars of a healthy mind are awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. So Richard J. Davidson said, we all need these 4 things in order to have a healthy mind. He brought together the idea of using mindfulness-based techniques to help improve these 4 pillars of a healthy mind. So awareness is our capacity to focus our attention on the present moment. It's our capacity to be aware of what's going on around us. And so his idea is we need to be present in life. We need to be able to be aware of all these situations around us in order to know what to do next in a positive and more healthy way for our minds. The second pillar, connection. This is about our qualities and relationships. The idea that we are humans and we seek to have those bonds that create kindness, compassion, happiness, and joy in us and for other people too. So as human beings, we're seeking to have those relationships, right? So his idea is with connection, being able to have those mindfulness techniques or activities that can help us improve on our connection and how we see people and ourselves is going to ultimately improve our relationships with other people and help us feel more positive and happy in life. So the third pillar is insight. So insight, this is specifically insight into our narrative and our self-talk. So changing that relationship with our narrative and our self-talk if we need to. So his idea of this is just be aware of how you're talking to yourself and your self-talk. So the things that we tell ourselves about ourselves become the foundations of our behavior, because we start to believe them. So just being able to understand if you need to change your relationship with your self-narrative. Is it positive? Is it helping you during stressful situations, or are you putting yourself down? And the fourth pillar of the 4 pillars of a healthy mind is purpose. So this is just like connecting with your deeper motivations and your deeper values and insights, understanding what you as a person in life need to feel motivated and passionate in life. So these 4 pillars of a healthy mind, which are, awareness, connection, insight, and purpose, they are going to help us improve our minds and create a more healthy mind for us. And with our mindfulness-based techniques, we can choose a specific activity or technique that can improve on one of these pillars. So ask yourself, what am I doing that's inhibiting me from building a healthy mind? Is it something in the awareness pillar or the connections pillar or insight or purpose? And by asking those questions and really just becoming the investigator for yourself and figuring out like, how can I have a healthy mind? You can try these mindfulness-based techniques that are specific for those pillars. And by doing these techniques regularly and intentionally, you're going to start seeing an improvement and a change in how you see life or experience things. It's going to seem less exhausting and taxing and tiring. That's the goal here. So in the next video of our 3-part series for Everyday Mindfulness for building resilience, we will actually be trying some mindfulness-based techniques that are specific to these pillars of awareness, connection, purpose, and insight. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave a comment below. Also in our description is our social media. We got live streams, Zoom events coming up. Check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful day.